This is Pierre Foucault. Before anything else, allow me to ask you for a moment of patience, not because the story is long, but because it asks to be here with something other than here. For what you are about to hear is neither a memory nor an invention nor entirely a fable. It is a story that returns each year, provides someone takes the time to tell it. It speaks not to extraordinary heroes, but ordinary gestures. We too quickly forget when the world moves too fast. If, as you listen, you think of a house, a voice, or a chair left empty, do not be alarmed. It is a sign the story is working. I invite you simply to slow down, to let winter draw gently near, and to enter with me into the vigil, where time, for a brief moment, allow itself to breathe. It is said in the oldest winters that there exists a night when the time chooses to slow of its own accord. A night when clocks become useless and hearts at last catch their breath. That night never comes alone. It is preceded by the Matron. No one knows from where she comes. Some say she has been walking since the first fire lit by human hands. Others swear she is born anew each year from the very silence of winter. What it is certain it is this: when she draw near, the world slows. Path turns white. Trees cease their murmuring. Footstep grows shorter, more attentive, and without quite realizing it, people return home. The matron forced nothing. She brings neither cruel cold nor storm. She lays winter gently upon the land, as one might law a shock over worried shoulders. For she knows an ancient truth. When the world grows cold, being naturally seek warmth, not only that of the fire, but a familiar voice, no presence and bounds that still hold. Thus begins the season of the holidays. And time does not count hours, but reunion. In the village, windows light one by one. Inside, tables are set too large for the house. And as though one always hopes for one more guest to arrive, children laugh, run, slide across the snow. They do not know that they alone are the most powerful symbol of all. Prove that the future insists, and when the past waits evidently. Every child born in these days is a silent answer to doubt, a reminder that life continues without asking sorrow for permission.
Ho, ho, ho,
But
ho,
no
ho.
winter is given to humankind without witnesses. The first pillar is Santa Claus.
Ho, 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 ho.
He walks slowly. Pillars never heard.
Ho, ho,
He
ho,
watched
ho,
not
ho.
only children but adults as well. For he knows they are often the ones who have forgotten
Ho,
how to
ho, ho,
hope.
ho, ho.
He does not reward perfection. He rewards quiet kindness, gratitude, the ability to recognize what we owe to others.
Ho, ho, ho,
For he
ho,
knows
ho.
this: a world is not held together by wealth, but by acknowledgement. The second pillar, Jack Frost. He laughed in the cold air. He etched patterns in the window, turning frost into beauty. He is a guardian of pleasure and hardship, the one who whispers, "Even here, you may still smile." He reminds us that winter is not merely an ordeal to endure, but a moment to inhabit. The third pillar, Krampus. He remains in the shadows. He is fear, and yet rarely understood. Krampus is the memory of consequence. He reminds us that every lesson has a cost, and that every in your fault returns one day, knocking harder. He is not cruel, he is necessary. For a world without responsibility breaks far faster than it can be repaired. She observes all of this without judgment. She knows that winter is not a punishment, but an invitation. When nights grow longer, memory grow brighter. When the cold settles in, hearts draw closer. It is she who opens the door to the most delicate moment of the vigil. Then comes the moment of the candles. Around the tables, an absence is felt. A parent, a grandparent, a friend, someone who laughed loudly, or someone who spoke little, yet mattered greatly. Without consultation, hands light a flame. Just one. To light a candle is not to mourn the past. It is to recognize that it shaped us. It is to invite the departed to remain a little longer within the warmth of memory. The matron inclines her head. She knows that memory is the gentlest form of presence. When the night seems complete, someone does not sleep. Jack the cat. He settled near the window, neither inside nor outside. He watched winter, the snow, the light. Jack understands what few understand, that Christmas is not an escape from reality, but a pact with it, that joy and absence can coexist, that love does not vanish, it's merely change forms. And as long as a gaze keeps watch, as long as a candle burns, as long as gratitude circulates, the future may enter without knocking. Take a moment, breathe, think of someone, someone who taught you something, someone who may no longer be here. Smile, then look ahead. There will be other Christmas, other tables, other lights. And as long as you share the story, the flame will not go out. Merry Christmas. Subscribe now to Pierre Martin Foucault on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Amazon, and all credible podcasts.